6'5", starting at forward, number 24, Devin Vassell.
Stan, when you have these back-to-back games, it must force you to alter your approach a little.
Well, Kevin, you got to manage minutes more carefully to not burn guys out. But really, if you can get the first one, it takes a little pressure off the back.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you. But it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And both free throws good for Brunson. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Now Brunson, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Towns for 3, buries the long-range jumper.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
Fox passes to Wembanyama, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Vassell wide open. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks off to a quick start here. It's a 3-point game. This matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with the Spurs head coach. I asked the coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back over to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Vassell with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Nobody near Barnes. Buries it from 3-point range.
Good decision there by Vassell in the 2-man game.
Here's Brunson, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
3-pointer, Fox. Knicks with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And here's Vassell from the arc.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Here's Bridges. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Castle, no one around him. Offensive rebound. New York with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Hart throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
No thanks.
And the Spurs with some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Vassell. And it's Johnson in for Stephon Castle. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bridges. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, back to Wembanyama. Hands it from downtown. Wembanyama has got 9.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Lets it go from deep, and Towns the bucket on the assist from Clarkson.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Guerschon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope that will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Robinson, still yet to score, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for De'Aaron Fox. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Sohan. Rebounded by Hart.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggles with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now, here's Johnson. 8 points his last outing.
Well, we know Johnson can beat you from the perimeter, but there he is working inside.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Knicks, Diawara's checked in, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Josh Hart. The kick out to Harper. Spurs passing it around. Cornett passes to Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And Cornett gets it to go.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Diawara, the pass to McBride. Clarkson for 3. And again, it's a New York 3.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 13. And the second quarter will get underway just after the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson out there with Yabusele, and it's McBride in at the 1. The Knicks leading by 15. Clarkson finds Bridges. Over Johnson. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent group. Outside Harper. Pass to Castle. That is good off the back rim and in. Castle's got his first points of the night. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anunoby, he's checked in for Guerschon Yabusele. Only play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And here is Harper. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Vassell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court in time.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. From 12 feet out, Wembanyama. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Deep two from Clarkson. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first three. Castle on the wing. Off target with his three. New York leading by 15. Here's McBride. Score the basket, his second of two attempts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
To the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Make some noise for your Bird Breaker.
Look now for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Stephon Castle. And it's Fox in for Harper. Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 15. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words. Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you guys.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Pass to Sohan. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. New York's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
A nice shot by Sohan.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hart outside. Bridges for three. Another three for New York.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Sohan. And here's Vassell from the arc. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Anunoby. Good, nice job down low. Anunoby's got his third basket of the night.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Vassell, no good. New York leading by 20. Here's Robinson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Robinson's got 4 this quarter. Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And Castle is subbed in for Johnson. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Fox looking it over. 2 on the clock. And it's good on the way in. Fox has got his first bucket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
San Antonio ball.
And so it's New York controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, these guys are dialed in, getting to their spots and taking their shots.
Great rhythm to their offense, just like your analysis. And that defense has been powerless to disrupt it.
Well, thank you, Ernest.
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, you love to see.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. They get it back. Off target from the wing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Jalen Brunson. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 29 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barnes outside. In the corner, Castle with it. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Castle's got 5.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
A three-pointer is right on target.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Outside, Fox. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anunoby. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
And it's Vassell in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. The Spurs have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. And that one's good, Barnes.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc. There, big gap in the D.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Here's Hart. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Wembanyama, no good. Knicks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. And another turnover here by New York. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You look at the Spurs. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And you know, for the Spurs, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And Brunson, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. New York's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And here's Towns. Defended by Wembanyama. It's good.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Fox, and it's Vassell in the corner. Stolen by Anunoby. Brunson finds Towns. Hart, that's good. And that's 15 points for Josh Hart.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Bridges with the steal. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. 11 feet away. Good on the jump shot. Castle's got his third basket of the night right there.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Inside, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Castle's gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. Put that bucket in no time at all. Brock Porty's got his first basket of the night. Johnson outside. There's the triple. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Shamet. Clarkson for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Yeah, he's a decent threat from deep. And when Clarkson is on from there, it opens up everything else for him.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Shamet finds Robinson. Drills the baseline jumper. 8 points for him.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the New York Knicks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many 3-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And New York, looking at who they've got. Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Dadier in at the 4-man position. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Down low. And the shot goes down.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And New York making a change here. Diawara's checked in. And here's Vassell from the arc. Drills the 3-pointer.
Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Outside for Robinson. Drills it from outside.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Now, Sohan. And here's Harper from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Sohan, the pass to Harper. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And here's Vassell from the arc. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Robinson, that's good.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter.
New York substitution. Ariel Hukporti, number 9.
Castle Finds Fox. Spurs working the ball around now. And the dunk by Barnes.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, just fighting an uphill battle. The turnovers forcing them to lose ground.
The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Knicks lead by 19.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Josh Hart.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Wembanyama, and he banks the layup in.
At well over 7 feet tall, inside is easy money for Victor.
New York leading by 16. Here's Kolek, and stolen by Castle. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Knocked down the three.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Misses the three. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New York.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Josh Hart.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Yeah, instinctively too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
And yep, a couple bounces and it falls. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
.30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the left side wing. The three. And it's Sohan missing. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Pass to Shamet. Robinson kicks to Clarkson. Sinks the triple.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of
3
accomplishment.
seconds. New York ball. Substitution on the court.
From deep three-point land. And the Knicks hit again from deep. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now we present the player of the game, Josh Hart.